Hi guys, how's it going? Gonna come and do my week 17 update. It is Thursday, July the 7th today. I'm sitting outside on my back patio, and it's kind of a hazy morning this morning. It's a little bit humid, but of course it's the summer in the south. Got lots of birds chirping in the background, and there's a little bit of traffic coming from the street because, like I said, it's early. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I just thought I'd knock this video out before I've got a very busy day at work. So I thought I'd have my morning coffee with you guys. So I hope everybody had a really nice long weekend, whether it be Canada Day or Independence Day. I hope you had a nice long weekend. I don't think I have any viewers overseas. That would be awesome though. But anyway, so in terms of my stats really quickly, first of all, the obligatory, spiel. I had my surgery on March the 10th, 2016 at Rex Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had the SIPS procedure, also known as SADI or Loop DS. Essentially, it's a Biliopancreatic Diversion with a Duodenal Switch. It's a modified traditional Duodenal Switch. Highest weight ever was 401. My surgery weight was 379. Last week's update, I was 301.8. So I was hovering right around the 100-pound mark. I would like to say that this week I'm officially in the 100-pound club. When I say 100 pounds, I don't weigh 100 pounds, obviously, but I have lost over 100 pounds. So I've lost, actually, since my last update, I've lost 6 pounds exactly. So I'm at 295.8 right now. So since my highest weight, which was the beginning of my preoperative diet, I have lost 105.8 pounds. So awesome! Yay! I can check off that milestone and on to the next. So really pleased with that. 100 pounds ago, like, it was funny, I was talking with my husband, he's like, can you imagine carrying, I should give you like 100 pounds to carry and see how you can move around with it. And I'm sure it would be quite difficult. It's 105. Really pleased with that, so that's good. I've got a little list of things that I wanted to talk about today. There's a couple of things that I forgot to mention on my last video that I wanted to talk about. One of which is hormones. I'm not sure if you're familiar. I mean, some people are, some people aren't. So if you already know this, I apologize. Hormones are stored in fat. And when you are in a rapid fat burning period, your hormones are released. So, with that, of course, that would entail, lots of mood swings. For me, what's happening the most is I'm breaking out. I'm breaking out pimples like on my face, on other parts of my body too, which is not fun. But I am experiencing some acne issues right now. But I suppose that's good. It's only temporary. It just happens during rapid fat burning period. But just, for those of you who are not at that stage yet, heads up, it's gonna happen. Right before we went to Vegas, I went and I got my hair cut for the first, no, not the first time, I'm lying. I don't know, whatever. I was well into my weight loss when I went to get my hair done, and I was asking my hairdresser, like, hey, how's my hair doing? Do I have any signs of, hair loss? Do you think I should be taking biotin? And so she was looking at my hair, she was looking at my roots, and she said that my roots, my regrowth since the last time I was there, seems to look exactly like my older hair. So there doesn't seem to be any degradation of hair, whether it be, it's breaking down or it's coming in thinner or whatever. So she's giving me the impression that everything seems to be going well, which is an indication that I'm drinking enough water and I'm getting enough protein, which is really great news. She did say, she's like, have you noticed that your hair, you have to wash your hair more frequently? And I was like, yes, I do. I used to wash my hair, shampoo my hair probably every other day, but now every day would be fine. And I said, yes, as a matter of fact, my hair, I find that my scalp gets greasy. Or my hair gets greasy. She's like, that's because you're burning lots of fat. So once again, kind of like the whole hormones being released as you burn fat, and so I'm breaking out with pimples. Fat is literally secreting out of my scalp too, and I'm just burning fat. And I'm happy about it. I'll take it. I will take it. That is perfectly fine with me. I know it's temporary, and if it means I get to lose 6 pounds a week, fucking A. So I'm glad to see that my hair is not falling out. So I'm just gonna keep up with my water, keep up with my protein. Food. So I want to talk a little bit about some experiences that I've had and I haven't really talked about before. So it's still, pardon me, excuse me. While it is still true, I have still not experienced any vomiting from foods that I have tried. That is very much true, which is great because I was not looking forward to that. I've not vomited. I've had some situations where I've experienced what I have found through research is called the slimes. I remember talking with my friend Kathy, and she said she called it Niagara Falls. But from the research that I've done, and I think it's accurate, I think I'm going to call it the slimes. And what that is either I've eaten something wrong or I've eaten it too fast, and all of a sudden your mouth just fills with saliva. And it's like, am I gonna puke? I think I might puke. I'm not sure. But then like I go to the bathroom and I kind of hang my head over the sink. I know this is disgusting. And it's just like copious amounts of saliva builds in my mouth, and just, I don't know what it is. Obviously it's my body indicating something's not right. It's thinking about rejecting something that I've eaten. Like I said, I haven't actually thrown up, but I have gotten the slimes. That is a real thing for me anyway. I don't know if that happens for you. I don't know if it will happen for you, but that's what's up with me. And it passes pretty quickly. I mean, 30 seconds to a minute, and then it's gone. So basically, I just kind of hang my head over the sink and just let it, whatever. But I found that that's been in a situation where it's something that I've eaten. Mostly, I've eaten it too fast, or I haven't perhaps chewed enough. I was at a friend's house party, a pool party this weekend for the 4th. And I had some things, of course, it's a party. It's like a cookout, right? You eat stuff that you're not normally going to. I had some good protein, really good protein. But I also had some things that I wouldn't necessarily have. Like I tried some mac and cheese. Not very much of it, certainly. Like, I don't know, 2 tablespoons. Not very much of it, but it's certainly something that I haven't eaten, you know, post-surgery. So I'm not sure if that's what it was. The other thing that I was eating, because I took some raspberries, some fresh raspberries, because of course at cookouts they're gonna have cupcakes and all sorts of like super sugary things that of course I can't have. So I took some berries, some fresh berries, and because I was at a friend's house and I didn't want raspberry seeds stuck in my teeth after I ate some, so I just kind of put them in my mouth and kind of mushed them up to the roof of my mouth and then swallowed them. And that's what I think gave me the slimes, because I didn't chew it enough and it was too big sitting in my pouch. And boom, slimes happened, and I just like went to the bathroom, and it just passed. But I think that's what the cause was that it wasn't necessarily mac and cheese, because mac and cheese didn't make me feel punky or anything like that. In fact, it tasted delicious. I didn't have very much of it, and normally I chew my food very, very thoroughly before I swallow, but I didn't with these big old raspberries, and that's what I think was the culprit. So. I mentioned in my last video that it was my husband's birthday, which was great, don't get me wrong, it was his birthday, but later that day or that evening we were getting ready to go out for dinner for his birthday, and he wasn't feeling that great. So we ended up having to go to the ER. He's totally fine, don't worry, he's totally fine. We ended up having to go to the ER because he was having some tremendous pain in his abdomen, and turns out it was a kidney stone. And so he had to have a CT, and so we got there probably around 6 o'clock, and we left there around 12:30 or 1 in the morning. So pretty shitty birthday for him, but the good news is that he passed it. He passed the stone while we were there. And if you want to see something gross, let me see. So I'm not sure if you can see that. See that? See that little dot? That is the kidney stone that he passed in the bottom of the urinal that he used. It was 12 millimeters in diameter, and they say that anything more than 8 millimeters in diameter, they remove surgically. So the fact that he passed it naturally means that he's a fucking champ, which he is, because I've never seen him in so much pain. Oh my gosh, I've never had a kidney stone. Knock on wood, I hope I never do, but that sucked. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the damn place. So last week, a week ago today, was my husband's birthday, and remember I told you I got him an air fryer, which he was really pleased with, and he's really excited to try it. So we did try it over the weekend with a couple of different things. It's kind of experiments, right? We don't really know what we're doing. Found some recipes on Pinterest, and it came with a recipe book, but whatever. There's a few things that we tried that were really good. A few things we tried the first time that were not very good. We got some chicken tenders, and we just like dusted them with some flour and some egg wash and flour, excuse me, and shrimp, and then some French fries. First batch, didn't work out all that well. Second batch was awesome. So we did some fried shrimp, and I probably could insert some pictures, but I'm too stupid to do that. I don't know how to do that. But we made some, and because I have my phone right here, we made some fried shrimp in the air fryer. So basically it was just shrimp with some panko, and we, for that entire batch, I don't know how many was in there, probably, I don't know, 15 shrimp, jumbo shrimp. We used about 2 teaspoons of oil, and they were super crunchy, super good, and it was kind of guilt-free, and it was yummy. So we did that, and he did some potatoes. So we're gonna keep playing around with it, but the stuff that we've tried so far, like I said, we tried some chicken tenders, we tried some shrimp so far, and some French fries, and they're aces with me. So granted, I haven't had French fries or deep fried foods in a very long time, so maybe I shouldn't be the person to ask. But it satisfied that craving that I had, and it satisfied that crunch and all that stuff. So for somebody who's completely deprived of food, and delicious food from a deep fat frying perspective, good enough for me. So yes. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was depression. Now, I don't necessarily feel depressed all the time, but I do have good days and bad days. Good days as it relates to my tummy, and bad days as it relates to my tummy or eating foods. For the most part, they're good days, but I do have low days, and I feel that a lot of my videos, there's a fly buzzing around here, it's driving me crazy. A lot of times I try to be positive. I try to be a very optimistic person, very motivated, very encouraging, but let's be real. I mean, sometimes you have low days, and you know, that's just part of life. And it's just weird. So sometimes I'll have some food and I'm totally full and I'm totally satisfied. Other times I'll have some food and maybe it gives me a little bit of the bubble guts, or it just catches me in a weird mood, and I want to eat more, but I can't eat more because the restriction of my pouch won't allow me to, and I get mad. I don't know if it's depression or if it's just rage, but sometimes I legit get angry. I think it's because I've had a fucked up relationship with food my entire life. Food has always been there for me. It's always comforted me. At the same time, it's also done a lot of damage to me. You know, it put me in, you know, super morbidly obese category. And I can't just blame food. It was my decision, of course, but it's certainly, I have always loved food. Food not necessarily has always loved me. It's always been there for me, but it doesn't love me, you know. So I've always had a fucked up relationship with food. I mean, let's just be real. So now it's interesting. So sometimes when I eat and I'm having a shitty day, or I have a shitty, you know, whatever experience with it, I get mad. So it's like I eat something and it tastes really good and I'm digging it and I'm loving it and all this stuff, but then it almost seems like the food that I've loved my entire life is betraying me. I'm like, why aren't you making me feel good the way that you used to make me feel good, right? When I used to eat and it just filled this void in my life, and it certainly wasn't helping me, but for whatever reason, while I was consuming it, it felt like it was. And now when I do it, it's not giving me that same level of satisfaction where I just want to eat mass quantities. Like I would love to be able to sit there and mindlessly eat a bag of chips again. I mean, I wouldn't actually want to do that anymore because I know what that entails, but that's familiar to me. That's comfortable to me. And when I try to do something and then I get full so fast, I'm like, what the fuck? Sometimes, and I can't rationalize it. I can't justify it. It makes no damn sense, but when those feelings come on, I can't just stop them. That's just what happens. And, you know, sometimes I'll get angry. And I think I talked about this once before. Like, I went out and I got crab legs. And I was super excited about crab legs. Lots of protein, low fat, low carb, all this stuff. I'm like, I'm going to annihilate the motherfucking crab legs. And then I couldn't eat very much of them. I just got full. It was just a small tummy day, a small pouch day. I couldn't eat that much of them. And I got mad. I don't know if I was mad at myself, I was mad at the food, I was mad at the world, I don't know, but I got mad. And that doesn't happen very often, but I'd be lying if I said it never happened. And I want to be real and say, you know, I can't just be like, hey, everything is sunshine and roses and unicorns and fucking lollipops. A lot of the times it is, and I'm so glad. My only regret with this surgery, like I said before, is that I didn't do it sooner. It's just, some days are not great. Some meals are not great. Some snacks are not great or whatever. And I do have these very quick, very fleeting pangs of like rage sometimes. I wouldn't say rage, but anger and like a betrayal. It almost seems, like I said, like the food has betrayed me. I used to have a relationship. I used to stuff my big fat face and just eat. And it made me feel good. It was, at the time, it made me feel good. In a big picture, no, obviously it didn't make me feel good because I kept doing it. And I mean, a therapist could go crazy with me and say, you were trying to fill this void in your life with food. And, you know, obviously food was a replacement for something else. I mean, we could spend probably time on that too, but we're not going to today. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional. So what do I know? But anyway, for those of you who are well into your, you know, weight loss journey, you might understand where I'm coming from, or you might not. People who are just embarking on their journey for the first time, just be prepared that, yes, there's plenty of physical changes going on with the surgery, which is, you know, a tremendous tool, and it's fantastic. I think I'm 3 days shy of my 4 month. I'm only 4 months into this. And yes, I've lost 100 pounds, but there's so much more to the physical part. There's so much emotional fucking shit to deal with. Obviously, we were a little bit, you know, if you're in this position that you were morbidly obese or super morbidly obese in that way, you started to do this, I mean, you've got some psychological issues too. You've got a special relationship with food that kind of got you into this role. And so as that relationship changes through your journey, it's just, there's a lot of hashing out you have to do. There's a lot of come to Jesus, a lot of realizations that you will have to deal with. And I hope to God that that's normal. I can't imagine it wouldn't be normal, but that's what's going on. But like I said, the majority of the time, everything is great. I have great days. But occasionally, once in a while, I have a low day. And that's okay. I hope you guys are all doing really, really well. What time is it? I've been going on for about almost 19 minutes, and I do have to get inside. I got a busy day at work today. But, yeah. Hope you all are doing well. Oh, that's what I want to say. I'm going to link my information in here. I'm on MyFitnessPal, as I've mentioned before in my videos. If you are too, and you want to add me, you can see my, my food diary. I'm an open book. Sometimes I don't eat as much or as well as I should, but, you know, nobody's perfect. I'm an open book, so I will put my information at the bottom in the description if you want to come find me on there. And we'll go from there, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.